Hi everyone, it's Katherine here from Chaos Creates. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm here to share with you a layout for Mix It Up Monday, and we are using this sketch. Now, this is from Inspired Blueprints, but the blog seems to be no longer active, and I know Anna found it on Pinterest. So I'm going to follow this sketch reasonably closely. I have this photo of some girlfriends and I. We went away for a weekend to help a girlfriend celebrate her 40th birthday, and so it was something that I wanted to scrapbook. So I am using this Distress Oxide in Worn Lipstick, I think the color is, and this Kaiser Craft stencil, just to create a few sections of interest on this white cardstock. Now, this hasn't been prepped. I mean, I'm not using any water, so I'm just simply using this makeup brush and putting that Distress Oxide through the stencil there. So I've created sort of four different elements, and now I'm going ahead and picking out which papers I want to use sort of as those banner pieces or those strips along the bottom. And so I really love this paper. I loved both this floral paper and I also liked the blue on the other side. So I wanted to make sure I could maximize using it. I felt like it could create a good border on a page. So I'm going ahead and I'm cutting out the middle as opposed to just, cutting a strip off the end. I thought I would gut the paper so that I can use it on another layout. And so I'm going to go ahead and just cut a strip of that for one of those banner pieces or one of those strips along the bottom. And then I'm going to use the other side to mat my photo. And I really love this blue. I think it's gorgeous. So this collection is new to me. I got it from Kitaholics Kits this month. It was their monthly kit for July, and so it's the Maggie Holmes round trip collection. And yeah, I haven't had this before, but it's only, I think it's only reasonably new, but it's beautiful. So I love the colors, and I thought it went really well to document this photo. So I'm just going ahead and creating some fishtails here on that first sort of banner piece, and I have roughed up the edges of that mat around my photo. So I'm sort of laying this out. I'm just seeing what other paper I can put here. I knew, I wanted this, beautiful floral to start with, and then I really wasn't sure, but I found this pink paper, and I do go ahead and gut the center of that as well because I thought the blue or the pink would be great. Now, this was a little bit long. I wanted that one a little bit shorter, so I'm just trimming off the edge there and then cutting those fish tails, and that works a lot better with those bigger scissors. So I have laid that out. Now I'm pulling out, it's kind of got this, the sketch has some circular elements, and I thought in this kit there was these beautiful doilies, and I felt like they worked really well as part of that sketch. That one blew away onto the floor, but I thought I wouldn't pick it up. I did pick it up later, don't worry, and saved it. But yeah, I'm just trying to, there's a couple stuck together. So there's a couple of different sizes here. I think I used two different sizes. So I've used a small one for the top section and the top right hand corner, and then that bottom left hand corner, and then the bigger one tucked in under my photo on the right there. Now I'm just trying to work out what other paper I can make work as the third sort of strip. In the end, it does get covered up quite a bit, unfortunately. But I was sort of going through these papers, and a lot of them I felt like I wanted to use as either backgrounds or, yeah, I just wasn't really sure. So then I'm looking at this tag paper, and no, that wasn't going to do. So I'm flipping through. I thought this stripe, but the yellow seemed too much. And so I did go ahead and just chop a piece of this blue, and that worked really well with this floral. And I thought that sat really nicely there. So yep, I was happy with that. It was a bit darker than the paper that's matting my photo, but like I said, in the end, that banner unfortunately gets covered up quite a lot. So I am mixing it up in terms of cutting those banner strips in the sketch. They were just straight, but I really like those banner edges, and I'm just going to rough up the edges of these as well to create a little bit more texture and dimension. As you can see, I do find that doily, yeah, it had two stuck together, so I was just pulling it apart. But yeah, as you can see, I'm using this edge distresser this is from Heidi Swap. There's all sorts of manufacturers that make them, but I use this tool all the time, and I love roughing up the edges of things just to create, like I said, a bit extra dimension. Now I'm just going to go ahead and stick down these banners. I'm not putting them straight. I'm just sort of, putting them crooked. I can't remember if if the sketch had them straight or not. But I'm just going to go ahead and just sort of tack everything down. Don't mind that my son was getting in the way, and so I'm just sticking some of those down just so that they were not moving around the page too much. So I'm looking at what else I can bring in, and then I do pull out the um, oh, I don't know what I was reaching for there, but I think my son was doing something. So I pulled out this die cut ephemera, and yeah, like I said, I haven't used this collection, so it was brand new to me. So it was the first time I'd used it. So I'm just going through each of the die cut pieces. I do use a few florals around the page. So I'm going to create three clusters, one in that top area, which is, obviously was on the sketch. I'm going to create a floral cluster right next to the photo here on the right hand side, and then one in that bottom left. And so I'm just putting those around. I do pull out those bigger butterflies, but they do change. Pulling out a tag because there was some sort of banner or tag piece down the bottom, and as you can see, just flipping through, I decided to use this lovely as my title, and I do bring in one of the stickers. I'm just seeing what else I can bring in here. I do like this camera, and that makes it onto the layout. So there's a little bit of an open space on my photo there. So I'm bringing in that camera, just sorting through, picking out the butterflies. There's a little bit more floral, and I decided to bring in that yellow floral piece because it had a little bit of blue as well. Now I have pulled out the butterflies, but I find that they're too big, so I'm going to go ahead and change them out for the sticker sheet ones. And so I do just place them down, but you will see me in a moment. I will stick everything down. I use a mix of tape and glue and ephemera. And those shoes, they were these pretty little kind of sort of ballet flats. And I pulled them off. I do end up getting them on the layout, which I'm glad about. So now my title is going to become Lovely Memories. And I love these thickers actually, but once I'd put down that Lovely Memories, I actually couldn't think of another title. So I just went with it. And I will use those stickers on something else. So I'm looking um, through those there and just seeing what else I can make work. But using this sketch, it means my layout has come together so easily. Like I'm just trying to work out what other embellishments I can put on the page here. Oh, I have added down the bottom a banner or a flag piece that says beautiful, and I liked how that looked. So I just thought I wanted to add a little bit more a little bit more to the layout. So I'm adding this sort of tab piece or label, and I will end up putting probably a date along there. So I'm just sticking that to the photo just on a slight angle. As you can see, I've covered up quite a lot of that sort of darker blue. And now I'm going to go ahead and stick everything down because I'm happy with how that's looking. So I'm going to use some foam dots on this camera here to bump it up, and some things I will just stick flat with my wet adhesive, but I do sort of bump a lot up. It's not a lot of dimension on this layout, to be honest. That distressing on the photo as well as the banner pieces, that creates a little bit of texture and depth. And I'm just using my ATG here to stick it down. And I probably should have added a little bit of wet adhesive because there is a bit of mixed media in the background, but hopefully it'll stick down. I might just add a little bit on the corners or something. And most of that is all stuck down now. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop up this title. I did contemplate cutting out the lovely and just sort of bumping it up, but in fact, I think it stands out okay. Obviously, this collection is quite cream based, so yeah, it does stand out on that white. So while I'm doing all that, I will let you know I've left links below to all the people playing along with this July Mix It Up Monday hop. So yeah, go ahead and check out all the people in the link below. Thank you again to Anna for organising this hop. I really enjoy creating with the sketch each month. I try and join into this, and I hope you do enjoy, this sketch and seeing me create this Mix It Up Monday. Please let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this process and if it was something you think that I should continue doing each month, because I do enjoy it. So let me know if you like it too. So I'm just putting a little bit of foam adhesive on those butterflies just around the page, and now I'm almost finished. So I'm just having a look through the die cut ephemera And going back into that sticker sheet, and I do add this a sticker up there which says love this. I just felt like it needed something else in that cluster. And yes, then I do decide to add one last butterfly. So I'm putting that up on some foam as well, just in this cluster here next to the photo. I really like how that's looking. So I'm going to go ahead and add 3 dots of Nuvo, sorry, and that is in the bright gold in those 3 different clusters. And then I'll bring in some Jen Hatfield gold glitter spray and sprinkle those around. And I think I'm finished at that point, but I do go and add something in a moment. So you'll see me do that. I do sort of stop the camera and then come back to a bit later. So you might see the footage jump around a little bit, but I sprinkle on this gold and I really love how this is looking. Yeah, I think these colors of this collection are so pretty. So again, thank you to Anna for organizing this, and make sure you go and check out all the wonderful creatives playing along. I know there's quite a few this month, so it's getting some really good momentum, this hop, and I really enjoy it. So I'm just going to add some gold pen around the edge. I will leave you with some close-ups of this layout at the end. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a good day and a nice scrappy time. Thanks everyone. Bye.